Hey guys, Beth Brija here, and today we are going to do some monthly favorites. So there are a lot of things that I was excited about using last month. So we're going to try to get through this as quickly as possible. So end intro, let's get into the makeup. This month, I had to switch a lot of stuff up because I moved back to Texas. So my skincare totally changed and my face totally changed because I got super duper dry and had to get creative. So I also started losing a lot of color. So I did replace my Kat Von D number 48 with number 45. I actually gave 48 to my friend Lisa because it matches her now, and I am both confused that she is that pale and that I was that tan, and I don't know what's happening. So I am now wearing Kat Von D number 45. I did switch to this and like it a lot. Other things that I used for complexion, I mixed these two together for like the first week I was in Ohio because I couldn't figure out what else to do. I still wear this mixed together when I'm looking for less coverage, but when I need a fuller coverage, I do the Kat Von D. So this is a combination of the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer and Groenland, I don't know how to actually pronounce that, let's be real, with the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Longest name ever. Thank you, NARS. This is the color Siberia. So I've been mixing those two together, but this is actually too dark now when combined. So I've been mixing this into other things. And then I do have an Alaska, so I'm going to try using Alaska instead of Groenland. This and see if that works better. I'm just really afraid I'm going to be super yellow. So we'll see. I started using this again too. This is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. This stuff is the bee's knees. When my skin was getting super duper dry, I had to switch things up and not use anything mattifying. I've gotten my skin back balanced out so I can go back to some of my mattifying products, but this kind of saved my butt. Another complexion product that I have been using and loving, I finally purchased the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder in Light. This stuff is fantastic. I will set my entire face with this, including my under eye area. I'm still kind of experimenting to see if it makes my under eye area any drier, but the problem is I already have lines there, so I have to see if this is actually making it worse or if it's just my imagination. Again, I got super dry, so my lines are really amplified right now, and I'm working on getting that back under control. So I believe that is it for complexion. As far as foundations and stuff go. I do have a couple of not foundation complexion things to talk about. The first one is the Hoola Hoop Bronzer from Brija Cosmetics. I got in my first Brija order last month and I am stupid in love with that company. I actually have several Brija Cosmetics products in this monthly favorites because I literally love everything I got from the line. It's actually really funny. The whole line is gluten-free, it's vegan, it's just the bee's knees. It's cruelty free, of course. So the Hoola Hoop Bronzer is a dupe for, well, it's being tested as a dupe for Hoola. I haven't got to do a side-by-side comparison of them yet because I don't own Hoola, and I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do about that because I don't want to buy a non-cruelty free brand. So I'm kind of like, oh, why did I not think that one through? So I will say I like this a lot. I have used Hoola before, but I don't own it. So that's kind of the problem I'm running into there. I also got their highlight shade, You Know Who, because it's Voldemort. And if it's Voldemort, that's reason enough to buy it. But this shade, and I'm going to swatch this one so you can see it. What is on my hand? This is like the pale girl highlight. Yeah. So that's obviously a lot. But if I kind of shear it out, oh my god, this is beautiful. I don't have this on right now. Let me grab a brush. Let's pop some on. Let's put it on. So that's over top of Champagne Pop, but you can definitely see the difference. Yeah, about that. It's such a pretty highlight shade. And I think my favorite use for it, honestly, is to take it on the inner corners of my eyes because they just look so much more awake when I do that. So this was a definite win, and this is literally like the pale girl highlight. If you are pale and you are having a problem finding a highlight that actually shows up on your skin, this is it. So I also was wearing Luster from NARS a lot last month. You guys obviously know I used to work for Sephora, so I have it in a tester pan. I don't have the packaging. This color is fantastic. It's very, very similar to what I have on today, actually, but I have on the e.l.f. dupe of this, as you guys recently saw in my dupes video. So I love Luster. I think it's a fantastic color for pale skin. Maybe not if you're pale and pink, though. I'm more neutral to golden, which is where my struggle in life comes from. But I really like this on pale, neutral to golden to olive skin tones. I also wore Cruel Intentions a lot last month. So you guys know Colourpop is the bee's knees. I am going to swatch this one as well, if I can adequately swatch this. Really, really pretty color. I'm not going to swatch everything because this video is already going to take too long, but really, really happy with this color. It looks like it's going to be super bright in the pan, but it is so pretty on the cheeks that I have just been in love with it. God, that highlight, man. So that is it for face products. Moving on to a whole lot of eye products. Colourpop, I was wearing Snapdragon and Taco a lot, and I don't know whether or not I've talked about these shades in previous favorites videos, but I have been wearing these like crazy. They're just really pretty little accent colors. I did do a look on Thanksgiving, well, Friendsgiving, which is a little different, but for Friendsgiving, I used this and coconut, and then my bright yellow from Sugar Pill, Butter Cupcake, I think, to do like a really pretty like Super Mario World look, because I'm a nerd, but I just really like these. I think they're beautiful accent colors, and they're a really good way to pull some color into a neutral look without using a bright colored eyeliner. So I appear to have lost the mascara I wanted to talk about, which was the Starlooks teal mascara that I got. I have no idea what I did with it. I thought I got it out, and it's not out here. So it is MIA, but it'll be, you know, I'll list it in the down bar because I don't know what I did with it. But I like that mascara a lot. I wore it several times this month just because I like colored mascara, especially on the bottom lashes. I don't tend to wear them on the top lashes as much, though. And I did use this a lot this month. This is the Benefit Air Patrol. Now, the hard part is I wasn't able to test it for like really oily lids because, like I said, overall I have been a lot drier this month. But I did like this a lot because I love that this cancels out the discoloration on my eyelids. The applicator is actually pretty nice too. I typically don't love something that goes on the eyelid, but because it is kind of a silicone tip, it's so squishy. Like, you can't tell, but it's like squishy and soft, so I literally go right onto the eye and typically can blend it out with that and not even need to use my finger. Because it's that weird silicone material, you can wipe it off with alcohol, so it doesn't have to get gross and grimy. There is a way to clean it. The last eye thing is from Hourglass. You guys saw me wear this a ton basically since I dyed my hair. This might have been in last month or the month before's favorites too. This is the Modernist palette, Infinity. I really, really like this palette a lot. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes that I've gotten in my gratis from Sephora. I also got the Smashbox Full Exposure when I was working at Sephora too. I have used this one quite a lot too since I got it back because it was in Ohio from where I did weddings here. So I've been using it as well, but that's, I struggle to put that in a favorites because I use it, but I don't use it as often as some of the other stuff. So this one I have been using a lot. I even use this mirror a lot too, which is kind of silly, but whatevs. I have an eyebrow pencil in here. I busted this bad boy back out. This is the Perfect Brow in Soft Brown from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have been going with a more soft brow look lately, and this has been fitting the bill perfectly. Usually I use more of like a Brow Wiz product or Dip Brow, but I pulled this one back out, and what I've discovered, as long as I'm using it every day or I sharpen it after not using it for a while, I really, really like the way it goes on. The problem is if it sits and dries, it gets hard and waxy because it's like a powder finish. So for anyone who's struggling with perfect brow, there might be some helpful tips because I actually like this a lot now that I kind of figured that out. So 3 brushes that I've been loving a lot, and either I will have the video for this already up or it's coming soon. But these are all from T-Mart actually, and this was part of a 10-piece set that I got, and they don't have names or anything, but I have been using these 3 brushes like crazy and loving them because I was exclusively testing those brushes for like maybe 2 weeks there. So these three are the three that came out as my like absolute favorites out of the 10. I do like the set overall, but we'll leave that for the review. And then everything else is lip products because I'm out of control. They're almost all liquid lipsticks too. So I've been using the company Give Me Glow. It's from Etsy. She does make dupes, but she does also make original colors. And she did a collection recently called Gray Gods for an Instagram girl named Triangle Jelly. An Instagram girl? That's a weird sentence. A girl who is on Instagram named Triangle Jelly. So these are all three grays. I'll put a picture of swatches here. So they're really, really pretty. I really, really like them. I've been wearing all three of them a lot for different reasons. I wore Hades to the Bucifer concert and it was beautiful. Medusa almost looks like a wearable purple to me. It doesn't look as gray. It's more of that like greige mauvey color. And then Mania is like a really soft gray. She's not continuing to make Mania, and I asked her if she would please bring back like a really pale gray to replace it. So we'll see what happens. I'm hopeful. And then another color that I'm obsessed with from her that has been discontinued is Vintage Lace. And this is the one that I recently posted on my Instagram as my new like go-to nude. This is the first time I've ever found a nude that was like perfect for me, and it's discontinued already and I'm like heartbroken. But she said she was saving me some to buy, so I'm excited about that because that is the perfect pale girl nude and it's already going away. Then the last few in here, also from Brija Cosmetics. Unfortunate Souls is just a perfect, beautiful, beautiful like nude color. I don't know how well this swatch is going to show up. It's that one. It's interesting because when you first put it on, the texture seems like it's going to be dry, but it's not. It like warms up and just melts into your lips and is just amazing feeling. It's like my favorite like pinky nude that I've been wearing lately. I wore it to Thanksgiving. I just wore it a lot because it keeps my lips hydrated and I've been so dry. Then the next couple of ones in here, good old Lolita too. You guys know I got the Lolita bundle for the dupe wars. I actually have this on right now and I really, really like Lolita too. So I'm going to be in the weird group, I don't know, the weird fan base that loves both Lolitas, whereas everybody else is like, Lolita 1, OG Lolita, and I'm like, I like this one too. Lippy Sticks, good old Feminist. This color is OMG. Feminist has been discontinued, which is a total bummer, but they do have a newer color called Nevermind from the 90s collection, and hopefully they won't discontinue that anytime soon. And also in that super dark berry family is the Starlooks. You can see it's not quite as dark as Feminist, but it is very, very dark, and it's that like pencil format, and it twists up, and you guys know I love stuff like that, and if you don't know that I love stuff like that, you do now. So that is it for makeup favorites. Let's move on to, let's do skincare now. When we moved to Texas, where the hell do I live? When we moved to Ohio, I had my last order as a Sephora employee delivered to our new address before I even got here. And in that order, I had gotten the Humankind shampoo and conditioner for sensitive skin. So the shampoo is a 2-in-1 shampoo and body wash, and then the conditioner is just a conditioner. So these are the apples and herbs scent for sensitive skin. I don't even know what to say it smells like. Good? I don't know. I like this a lot though. And I think I'm gonna like it a lot more when I cut my hair off. So what I will say, it is a sulfate free, so it's no petrochemicals, paraben free, no colorants, and SLS free. It's 97.7% natural, and it's free of all of the major allergens. It's also vegan, it's also gluten free, and it's of course cruelty free. So the shampoo is really, really good. I do double cleanse with it, so I shampoo once, I rinse, and I shampoo again because my scalp is usually a little more oily. This conditioner is the best. So literally, you're supposed to wring out the extra water in the hair, and that's always a good sign actually. It means that the formula itself is a little more concentrated, so you're not paying for just basically water. So you wring out all of your excess water and you put this on, and it just instantly softens your hair. It feels really, really good in your hair. It feels good on your skin, and it smells nice, but it rinses clean and it doesn't weigh my hair down. Now, I can't promise that's going to be the same for everybody, but I really, really like these. And I'm torn because they're about halfway gone at this point, and I'm debating if I want to repurchase these or try something else from the company. I get scared when I try something new, when I find something I really, really like, because I'm like, oh God, what if I hate it? But I mean, I guess the nice thing is I could always return it to Sephora if I hate it. So there is always that. This is a bar of soap, and you can't really tell anymore because I've used it a lot, but it smells really, really good. Let me see if I can find the description for this. I am successful. I found the packing list from the Witch Bitch box for November, which was the stress relief box, and it had a lot of really good stuff in it. I like a lot of the stuff that was in there, but I am legitimately obsessed with this soap. So the description for the soap is, it's the Holiday Stress Relief Soap Bar. It has peppermint and vanilla fragrance meet with fresh chamomile for a delightful sugar cookie scent. Chamomile pieces will also help to exfoliate your skin. Breathing in while washing with this soap can help reduce headache, calm anxiety, and re-energize you. I really like this soap. I would literally buy just this soap for forever. It smells really, really nice. It hydrates my skin really, really well. I had a hard time, so I couldn't figure out if it was this or another favorite that was hydrating my skin so well, but I figured out it was a combination of the two, because my skin was like stupid soft for a good couple of days, and then I stopped using this so I could see if it was just this. Now my skin is still a lot softer than it has been, and I've been super duper dry, so for this soap to be making such a difference tells me I really, really like this soap. It smells really good. It leaves my skin clean, but not like that filmy soapy bar texture, and I really like it. I would order it again and again. The other thing I held up is from my Vegan Cuts beauty box for November. It is the Nubian Heritage Indian Hemp and Haitian Vetiver with neem oil body lotion. Longest name ever. Basically, Nubian Heritage body lotion. It smells really good, actually. I couldn't place the smell, and I still really can't. It's kind of just like a clean smell, but this is like crazy hydrating, but it's not sticky. So I'm a huge fan of that, because that is the big thing, is like I get dry and I'll put on lotion and either one of two things happens. It absorbs right away, which is great, but then it doesn't feel like it did anything. Or it'll be heavier and thicker and hydrate my skin, but then I can feel it, and I can't do anything that I can feel. I am losing my light. Woo! We're gonna try to power through this because I can see it's getting darker on the viewfinder and outside. So I love this, love this. I don't actually know the price, hold on. So this is somewhere between $15 and $20 for a full size. I don't know, I haven't looked it up, but I'm just guessing based off of the value for this size. But I would definitely consider purchasing this in a full size. I need to look up if it's available at any retailers local to me, or if I'm gonna have to buy it online, because I actually really do like it. And I'm surprised by how much of it is left, because when you're using it, it feels like you're using a lot, but you're not, because this is still pretty much full, which is crazy. I have still been using my Bare Bones face oil a ton. I feel like I haven't talked about this lately. I'm still using a custom blend of things that I blend together myself, but this is the base oil in it. So I start with the Bare Bones face oil, which is known for helping with like breakout prone skin. Again, it's vegan and cruelty free and gluten free and all that stuff. And then I add to it the Nude Rescue oil, the Artemis oil, and then just pure tea tree oil. And I use that usually overall. I don't know where that bottle is though. So that's what I typically use, but I just wanted to bring this up again because this is the base oil, and I know that through Vegan Cuts they have a bunch of deals going on right now, and then also I imagine on her store she'll have the deals too. But regardless, even if you pay full price for this, it's a fantastic value. Like you guys can see, I've hardly made a dent in this, and then I pretty much use that every day, sometimes twice a day. I also have my First Aid Beauty Hydrating Mist. So when I first got this, I was kind of like, oh, it smells like vitamins. Well, it's a vitamin hydrating mist, so that makes sense. I do like this a lot. I use it kind of like a toner step. Basically, I don't get ready in the bathroom as much anymore because I share it with two dudes. So I'm trying to not overwhelm them with makeup and hair everywhere. Well, not makeup, but skincare and hair stuff everywhere. And it's still pretty bad, and I'm trying. But Generally speaking, I wash my face in the bathroom and then I'm usually in here before I actually put my skincare on. So this has been super important because you have to hydrate and soften your skin before you put on your skincare. Otherwise it doesn't absorb as well. And plus I just don't like that dry, tight feeling. So I have been using this a lot, morning and night, every single day. Love it. And actually, fun little fact, I work for them now. I am freelancing with them for Southern Ohio and Kentucky. So yeah, you guys know I love First Aid Beauty, so I'm pretty pumped about that, but I'm not gonna be like, oh my god. Maybe I should freak out a little. I freaked out a little when it happened. I have since calmed down, but I'm super pumped about that because you guys know how much I love First Aid Beauty. Obviously, that's not going to change my opinion on this channel because I already loved the brand, so working there isn't going to change my opinion on already loving the brand. So the next thing I have sitting here is from Momoko Therapeutics. This is somebody I found on Etsy. Oh god, that smells so good. So I have always been one of those people who's obsessed with Vicks Vapor Rub. I loved it when I was little. Even when I wasn't sick, I would make my granny use it on me. And so I have really happy memories tied to this, honestly, but I have noticed lately that my allergies have been really, really bad, and with whatever's going on with, like, whether it be lupus or whatever it is, I have some sort of inflammatory disorder. They haven't quite figured out what it is, but irrelevant. I'm not worried about what they decide it's going to be. I'm dealing with the symptoms now. This has been incredibly helpful because I've noticed at nighttime I can't breathe as well. And it's not that I'm literally suffocating or anything, but I'm aware of a struggle to breathe. So this has made a huge difference. I've been sleeping with this on my chest and neck on my side, and it's like night and day between how it was and how it is now. So I am a huge fan of this. If you have lupus or any of the other inflammatory disorders that sometimes give you inflammation in the chest wall, this stuff is your best friend. Obviously, keep taking your medications that your doctor gave you. I'm not saying to not do that, but this helps alleviate the symptoms a lot. And the last thing I have sitting here for skincare, I'm going to count it as skincare. I don't care what you say. It is the Julep Oxygen Nail Treatment. So this is a vegan, cruelty-free nail treatment. I did have it on, and now my nails are a hot mess. But this is really, really great because it's slightly milky, so it just gives the nails a really pretty look. I've actually played with it a little bit to do like holiday nail looks, and I might do a video on that if that's something you guys are interested in. They would be really simple nail looks because my abilities to do nail polish are pretty much non-existent. But if you guys would like to see that, let me know. But I really like this a lot. My nails kind of got a little beat up from moving, so I've been using this a lot more, and I got dry overall. It was just a nightmare. So yes, that is everything for skincare. My skincare kind of got a little weird this month because I got so dry, so it's all over the place. And then to wrap it up, I actually have a list so I wouldn't forget something. I just have my like household favorites. So I have been eating the crap out of instant mashed potatoes. I know that's hilarious, but that would be my food favorite for the month. I don't know what it is about instant mashed potatoes, but I am obsessed. I found some vegan, gluten-free ones, and that's what I have been eating a lot. So, love me some mashed potatoes. For household stuff, I have been using my incense from Mystic's Realm a lot. You guys saw that in my Etsy haul, and I will link to them again below when I list them, just because those incense are the best. I need to order more, but I still have not because I haven't finished up what we have, because I wasn't able to burn them for a little while there. So, other incense I started using are these. HEM. These came from my Witch Bitch box as well. So I have really, really liked these. These are a cone incense that come with a little metal tray to burn them. And just the output of scent and like smoke is insane. Like insane. I have to be careful about when I burn them because if I have to keep the door closed, it can get a little crazy in here. It's ridiculous, but in a good way. Other things are going to be, I've been eating the crap out of these. This is a problem. When I moved in, there was a whole box of these, and now there are none. I ate them all. And I'm sure Ryan is probably not pleased with me. And then I got these in a Facebook giveaway. These are Brazilian coffee candies. I can't stop eating them. It's a problem because they're caffeinated, so I'm like, no. Yeah, I learned the hard way to not eat them after 4 o'clock because I was like bouncing off the walls. And then 2 more things, hold on. 3 more things, hold on. I'm a giant idiot and just tried to pick up a burning candle to show you, and I'm just dumb. It didn't go well. So here is what I haven't burnt. This is Be Free Apothecary. God, this one smells so good. This is the Beardsman, which is like a manly man smell. You guys, if you've been around for a while, you know that I used to model for Mad Style Cosmetics. Well, the founder of that company started Be Free Apothecary, which means I'm in love with everything, and it's a problem. I just ordered a bunch of her wax melts too. Dear God, those will probably be my December favorites because I'm obsessed. So I've been burning these like crazy, including the one that I just tried to pick up from over here and burnt my fingers. Super sweet shades, right? I really, really, really like these. So I have never allowed myself to get a pair of like nice sunglasses. I don't know why, I just never have, and I think it's because I usually lose them or break them. So I usually just get like cheap $5 sunglasses. The problem and the reason why I don't worry so much about sunglasses is that I typically don't like to wear them because I get that weird tunnel vision. These don't do that, and I'm obsessed with them. There will be a review and a giveaway coming of these because these were sent to me by 6 Shades, and they actually sent me a giveaway pair too. The giveaway pair doesn't look exactly like mine, but they're also huckleberries. But I'm obsessed with these. Like, oh my God. Oh, yeah, no, the best. So, and don't forget, during the winter, the sun is still brutal. I don't care what anybody says. It is bright outside sometimes. It's also gray and dreary sometimes, so, you know, whatevs. But, yeah, that's one of my favorites because I've been wearing the crap out of these. And these were the reason the move from Texas was not the worst because it was so bright in the U-Haul the entire way. And my absolute last favorite is this guy. So I started playing World of Warcraft. Don't judge me. I am obsessed with this mouse. So I ordered it because I didn't have a mouse for my laptop. This thing is the best. And that's it. That's it for November. I hope you guys like this. Bye.